Welcome into the 3 Show, everybody, and happy St. Patrick's Day. We've got a good one in store for you today. There are 10 teams left in the race for the Fraser Cup. We'll get to the preview of the division finals and the highlights from last night's game in Gillette. But first, we've got advancement news coming out of the NA3HL. Wilson Dahlheimer signed a tender with the Anchorage Wolverines. Granite City forward from Minnesota appeared in 12 games for the Lumberjacks this season and registered 5 goals and 8 points in those contests. Michael Imala of the Texas Brahmas has signed a tender with the Lone Star Brahmas. The Chicago native had a team leading 33 goals and accounted for 73 points in the regular season. In 3 playoff games, Imala had 2 goals and 4 points. On to some college news. Wilmer Warhawks defenseman Ethan Mock will be playing college hockey at the University of Jamestown. Mock played in 46 games this season and logged 5 goals and 20 points. For his 89-game junior career, the Bemidji, Minnesota native had 8 goals and 29 points. Then we have Grayson Skirpan of the Long Beach Sharks. He'll be off to Drury University. He went 10-8-6 with a 282 goals against average and a .919 save percentage to go with 1 shutout. Now back to the Fraser Cup playoffs. 5 teams will win this weekend and advance to the Fraser Cup. One of those losers will be deemed the wild card and also advance to St. Peters, Missouri next week. Let's take a look back at the division semifinals quick. It was Rochester getting the sweep over the Wausau Cyclones, and it was Oregon sweeping Peoria in the opening round. The Tradesmen scored a comeback win last Wednesday and then a thrilling overtime victory on Friday night. Jason Tanizaka with the game winner to send the Tradesmen to the Central Division Finals. In the East, we saw the Generals and Junior Hat-Tricks pick up sweeps in their series. Danbury got an overtime winner from Nick Rogers, who had 4 goals in that opening round. In the Frontier, 2 sweeps from Helena and Gillette, and that set up the big matchup we saw last night. We'll get to those highlights in just a second. In the South, this is where we saw not 1 but 2 upsets, as the 3rd-seeded El Paso Rhinos and 4th-seeded Texas Roadrunners each won in Game 3 to advance to the South Division Finals. The Roadrunners became just the 2nd 4th seed to ever win a playoff series and are the first since the Alexandria Blizzard upset top-seeded Granite City back in 2019. Speaking of the Blizzard and Lumberjacks, the Jacks swept Alexandria this time around, setting up a matchup with their biggest rival, the Mason City Toros. The Toros swept Wilmer in their division semifinal. So those are the brackets right now. Let's check out the highlights from last night. Gillette hosting Helena in Game 1 of the Frontier Division Finals. We'll pick it up in the first period, tied at 1. Sasha Norwegian lights the lamp to give the Wild the lead 2-1. Jumping ahead to the final minute of regulation, Wild still up by 1, but it's Sam Feemster potting his 2nd goal of the night, and we will need overtime. The teams went back and forth throughout the extra period. Puck chipped down the ice. Declan Young wins the battle and finds Zach Slinger in front, who buries the game winner to put Gillette 1 win away from advancing to the Fraser Cup. A great game last night. Let's remind everyone at home how this is going to work. The division finals are a best-of-3 series. The first team to win 2 games moves on to the Fraser Cup. Now, for the losers, there'll be 5 losers. They'll be ranked by the amount of regular season points they had, and the team that had the most regular season points that loses in the division finals will join the 5 division winners at the Fraser Cup in St. Peters. They will automatically be the 6th seed. By rule, Northeast Generals, they had the most points in the regular season. If they were to lose to Danbury, they are automatically the wildcard team, so no matter what happens, Northeast will be back at the Fraser Cup next week. That will wrap things up here on the 3 Show. We will be back next week on Wednesday afternoon before the first games of the Fraser Cup. We'll be able to preview the entire event, all 6 teams that will be at the event, so be sure to stay with us on social media. Follow the league on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Check out the Fraser Cup Hub located on our website. Everything you need, all in one spot. So thanks for joining us here today on the 3 Show. My name is Vinny Paracelli. We'll see you next week in St. Peters.